So unfortunately, this time of year comes every year for those of us in the Northeast, where the summer starts to take its final bow and makes its exit, and the leaves start to turn, weather gets cooler, the nice days become fewer and fewer. So I kind of wanted to just do a little bit of a review as far as how the motovlog season went for me this year. I will say that it's been a lot of fun. The last month or so I haven't been very active. I haven't been on the bike very much. It seems as though whenever the fall comes, I kind of get into a no riding mode for some reason. It's like I know that the season is ending soon, and I just don't tend to ride as much. But I rode yesterday. I'm out riding for a little bit today because I wanted to do this video. I just want to do a little recap on how this year went as far as my channel and everyone that subbed to it, everyone that watched videos and everything. Like I've said in other videos that I've done, I don't do this to gain notoriety or to be famous or anything. I do it for fun and just for mild entertainment for people that want to watch it. And I definitely gained a better subscriber base this year. I'm by no means YouTube famous or anything, but just the fact that I doubled the amount of subscribers that I have was more than I expected at all, because I never expected anyone to really sub to the channel to begin with. So all the people that have subbed and watched the videos and liked the videos, I just wanted to say thank you, and it's been much appreciated. The reason why I'm doing a year in review video now is we're only just about the second week into October. There's still the month of October and possibly maybe November if the weather holds out. It's never a guarantee up here. But on the 15th, I'm going on vacation. I'm heading out west, going to Vegas, Utah, and Arizona. And I was kind of thinking, if I don't get this video in now and at least get it recorded and posted, I may not be able to do it when I come back if the weather's too shitty and I just don't feel like getting on the bike because it's too damn cold at that point. So I wanted to do this now and possibly do a review of the trip too once I come back if the weather holds out. And I'll have a lot of video from the trip as well. I'm going to bring the GoPro and the GoPro stick with me and just get what I can for video and kind of make like a little montage of places I've gone and things that I saw. And I'm really excited about going. I've never been out west before. I've been everywhere on the East Coast. I've been to DC, New York, the Carolinas, Florida, Pennsylvania, just everywhere in between from Florida up here to Maine. But I've never been out west at all. So it's really, really exciting to finally go out and see this part of the country that I've never been to before. I've always seen in videos or the news or pictures, but I've never experienced it for myself. And part of the exciting aspect of going out there as well is that you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, you don't know the people you're going to run into. You don't know the friendships you may find. You don't know the people that you may meet and what kind of bonds you may develop with anyone like that. I mean, it's completely random who will be out there and who you may run into, and it's just such a mix of people throughout the entire country. There's going to be a lot of people from all over the United States, so it's not just people that live in Vegas that go to Vegas, which is where I'm originally flying into. I'm not spending a whole lot of time there. The majority of the trip is going to be spent going out to a bunch of other places, but I will spend a little bit of time in Vegas. I do want to see it. I want to go see the things in Vegas that I've always heard about, like Caesar's Palace and the MGM Grand and things like that. So my limited time there, I'm going to use the best of it. But the majority of the trip is going to be out other parts of the Midwest, such as Utah and Arizona. Spending a lot of time in Sedona, going to Bryce Canyon in Utah. So I think all in all, the whole trip is just going to be a lot of fun. And I leave on the 15th, which is a week from today, and I don't come back until the 24th. And the weather up here can change really quick. The leaves are already turning, as you can see from most likely on the video from some of the trees I'm going by, all the orange and red colors. The leaves are already charting, and the mornings are cool and the nighttime is cool. During the daytime, like right now, about 10 o'clock into late afternoon, it stays fairly warm, but once the sun goes down, it's not too warm anymore. So the days are definitely changing, and the weather is taking its turn towards winter before too long. I'm hoping someone pulls up behind me, because I know this freaking red arrow is not going to change with me sitting here. These intersections never detect motorcycles, and I'm probably going to have to blow this red light, so I'm not going to sit here all day long. Yep, we're going to blow the light, because I'm not sitting here all day. I did my best as well to expand the channel. It's always going to be motorcycle focused and motorcycle related, but I did talk about other things over the summer that were kind of off the beaten path a little bit. Touched on a little bit about the Patriots and the Tom Brady situation with Deflategate. I did a video on a coworker that had passed away back in August, and I got a lot of thanks from people for doing that video. And I didn't do it to get people to thank me for. I did it because I felt as though it was something that I wanted to do. It was someone that I care a lot about, and someone that I was close to, and I just wanted to, it was just my way of kind of coping with him dying. And you know, it was definitely not something you plan on doing for a motovlog, but I'm glad that I did it. It was really hard to do it. Anyone that's watching can probably tell I was choked up for the entire thing, but it was my way of getting through all of it as well. And I wanted to do more how-to videos on the bike. The only one I was really able to do was how to change the brake pads on a CBR. I would like to do more how-to videos, but there really wasn't a lot to do on the bike after I picked it up in May that really allowed me to do that. I think next spring I'm have to change out the air filter in it, so I'll probably do a how-to on that. It's really easy. I mean, there's probably tons of friggin' videos on it already on YouTube, but it's just something else for me to do. I kind of want to keep the channel more active and try and help people out, because my brake video, when I had someone questioning about something to do with the rear brakes, and he had questions about how to do it, and I was able to talk to him through the comments and get everything figured out for him. It's kind of, you know, why I want to do this stuff too, just to, if it helps out one person or helps one person kill some time at work by watching random YouTube videos, then hey, it's worth it for my time to put these out there for everyone. I did hit the mileage goal on my bike. I had a set goal when I picked, well, not when I picked this bike up, but when I started the riding season, to ride for 6,000 miles or more for the summer. When I had my previous CBR, which I started out the springtime with, because I sold it actually before summer hit, I rode 983 miles on that bike, and then I bought this bike in May, and I put over 5,000 on this one. So combined total between the other bike that I sold and this one, I have over 6,000 miles. So that was a nice goal to reach as well. I totally put that on the fact that we had a nice summer. We had summers where I just couldn't put the riding time in because the weather wasn't cooperating, and when I did have days off, I had other things to do, even if it was nice. So when my other days off came, it didn't work out the way that I wanted it to. But this summer turned out really well. I was actually impressed with how well it went as far as the amount of riding time that I could do and the amount of videos that I put out. I was putting out a video a week for quite a while this summer, and the topics just kept rolling into my head. When I first started this channel, I'm like, what the hell am I going to talk about? It's like you watch all these other YouTube videos and it's like these guys always have something to talk about, but once you start doing these, it kind of just comes to you, I guess. Everyday life experiences and things that happen, and it all kind of clicks in your head as like, hey, I can talk about that in a motovlog video. And I did that too with I almost had an accident earlier this year, before I got this bike with my other one, I came really close to a car coming across lanes of traffic and hitting me, and you know, it turned into a motovlog for me. And I don't really plan on or hope that cars almost hit me just so I can do a video, but it was a good opportunity to elaborate on some things that I talked about in the past and topics that I had slightly brushed on, but then I was able to turn it into an entirely new video and a new topic. So some of you may be wondering what's going to happen with the channel once my riding season's done, and honestly I was kind of wondering the same thing. It's like I really can't do motovlogs without a motorcycle. Kind of defeats the purpose. But I do want to try and keep the channel active throughout the winter until I can get back on the bike again next spring. And I was thinking of possibly doing a lot of gaming videos, just video capture of stuff, you know, stuff that happens playing Destiny or any other games that I may be into over the course of the winter, and putting that stuff up. So that thought crossed my mind, and also because I do have a lot of videos up already from The Division and from Destiny that I've done over the years, and that was even before I started doing this channel for the motovlogs. I had been doing gameplay video for a little while. I also thought about mounting the GoPro in my Subaru WRX and just kind of doing what I do now, but in the car instead of on the bike. I'm sure I won't have a lack of topics to talk about over the winter, even though I'm not on the bike, but I think I can make it work. I just have to find a way to mount it in the car at a good angle, and it would probably be a better option than doing nothing at all, because I would like to keep the channel not maybe not as active as it is during the summer months, but I want some stuff to be posted on it. Also met a lot of great people riding this summer too. I started my own Facebook page for sport bike owners in Maine, myself and a friend of mine, and it turned out pretty well. I mean, I met a lot of people that I never would have met to do riding with, and even though the majority of my riding and the majority of the videos that I've done have been on my own, I still like from time to time to do the group ride thing. It's always been fun to interact with those that are also into the same hobby as myself. That doesn't mean that I want to ride with everybody or anybody that has a bike all the time either. Sometimes it's hard to do motovlogs with someone else riding with you, because at least I found it that way. It'll be fun to come back from the Vegas trip too and kind of do an overview on all that. Hopefully I can do it on the bike if the weather's good. I'm just hoping that with the trip in general, that everything that I expect to happen comes out, as far as everything that I want to experience and see and all that stuff. So time will tell. It's a week away now, and it should be a lot of fun to go. And once again, I just wanted to thank everyone that does watch these. It's been a good summer as far as doing it, and I fully intend on picking this up again in the spring once all the snow is gone and weather warms up, and get the bike back out. And I should have a ton of video that I want to do by then, and stuff that I want to talk about. But like I said, I may do them in my car as well for over the winter months. just to try and keep the channel a little bit more active so it's not completely dead. But it's been fun, everyone. I really appreciate it. So this might be my last actual motovlog on the bike, other than the trip that I'm doing. But once again, just wanted to thank everyone. It's been a lot of fun, and maybe this will be my new one for doing stuff in over the winter. We'll have to wait and see. Something I'll think about. But I'll catch everyone later. Thanks.